This is your mic.
This is my mic.
Mighty.
Man, I got Ronnie Raw in the podcast today.
Oh, is this where I say something?
This is kind of where you start.
Oh, okay. My name is Ronnie Raw, and we're in my kitchen.
We are in your kitchen, but before we get started, guys, don't forget to give us a follow at CoñoCast Pod everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we will get to Ronnie in just a second, but before we do that, let me hit the music, and we're good to go.
Oh, nice. You got your water? I'm trying to lose weight, too. I'm on a bet. Challenge. 25-pound challenge.
Get it.
I haven't got it yet.
What up?
And we're back.
And we're back.
Oh, that's so nice. I like how you're doing this.
Back. You know, I have had a little bit of practice. Just a poquito.
This is only just my, 5th, 6th, 10th one this year.
This year?
Yeah.
Man, look at you. You're
I
growing
love
up
podcasting.
Isn't it awesome? It's like just put a mic in front of two people and just let them say the most awkwardest things you can even find.
Forcing other people to listen. But you gotta say something really interesting now. Like I
have a 2-inch penis or something?
Well, I mean, my vagina is about 2 inches.
Oh, okay.
Deep. No, I wish. No, it's far from that.
Yeah.
It's like probably a yard.
Jesus.
But nobody's ever tested it.
Oh my God. I mean, things you could put up there without hurting yourself.
There's people who steal things in stores and put it up there.
That's disgusting.
Or even drugs. Just like the marijuana or things. You know?
Oh yeah, like in the 90s when you used to fill up condoms full of cocaine and just put them up your vagina.
90s, that was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
That was like in any movie, they're still doing that.
Oh, that's right.
Are they swallowing it?
By the way, I'll home.
Thank you. As you can tell, I'm a hoarder.
It's okay. I mean, we don't have to call hoarding yet, but it's
I'm
okay.
in stages.
Yeah, it's okay. I like the swords. I like the way you got the wine and the kanjis. I'm huge into martial arts, as you can tell by my tattoo on my leg.
Yeah, I couldn't tell until you roll your sleeve up. I mean, your legs.
Yeah.
Like I've seen you in shorts all the time.
Oh, yeah, no, I try not to. It's a professional.
Yeah, the shorts are from Korea.
Korea?
From Korea, yes. And they got stuck in, because you can't bring weapons into Japan, so they got stuck in whatever what is that thing?
Customs?
Border patrol. Yeah, custom. You're smarter than me.
I'm not smart. I'm just
aware.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I sound smart and I say things witty, but I'm honestly like the dumbest guy you'll ever meet.
No. No. I had in comedy class the other day, I had to say somebody's last name and I refused to say it because I know I couldn't say it. And he was like, I spelled it out to you, just sound it out. And I really took that to heart because like I graduated with a 1.7.
Oh.
So
I YouTube everything.
1.7? I'm not even capable of using YouTube.
Oh my God.
I know. 1.7, I should have been like in a van, like with the hard. No, I mean, but I didn't believe in homework, and I used to be that kid where I copied off your. I'd be like, "Can I copy your answers?"
And then you didn't pick the smartest person in the room.
They didn't let me do it. So at the end of the year, they're like, "If you don't want to fail, you're gonna have to do all this catch up." And so back of the book, I would have some of the.
Well, you can't. Okay, so. Getting ready for the interview, I obviously Insta-stalked you, Facebook stalked, obviously, because that's what you're supposed to do as a good podcast host, right?
Yes.
Kind of, not really.
Or a good Facebook friend.
Or a good Facebook friend, that's right. You were in the military. You can't be that stupid to get in the military.
Not true. Things like if it was reading in front of people, I would get up and go to the bathroom. Or like, but I could comprehend a lot of things if I'm interested in it, and the other things just kind of slide off my.
But okay, now be honest with me. Is it because you're an artist and you don't want to do what people tell you to do, or is it because you're honestly just like?
I have a little alien that I could probably write memoirs on, but I feel like everybody has an alien, or even 4 or 6 or 7 in their brain that helps them. Cope in life. Now, sadly for me, I only have one, and he's lazy, and he doesn't write things down, but he gives people the idea that he's listening, so he copies it down, but I don't think he does. He uses like, yeah.
Like he's like the voicemail app on the phone.
No, he didn't even do that.
Never listens to it.
I think he writes it down, he pulls it up and throws it in the corner. So then when somebody's like, do you remember me telling it? He's like in a pile looking for it. And I'm like, oh, and then it never happens because he's just saying, oh yeah, as he looks.
That's funny.
I know, horrible. His name is Alien too.
His name is Alien, yeah.
And he's a dude.
He's a dude. See, I don't know, but my wife always says that I always come up with the weirdest backstories to people. Like, I don't even know them. I'll see him in a store, and I'm like, this person's assassin for the mob. Don't you see the way he's walking? You see the slight tilt, the hat, the two rings. Like, he definitely smacked the hoe once or twice.
That's your Alien. That is not like the average person does not think like that. You've been injected with like some fuel in your brain that make you think that. Because my psychiatrist was like, no, nobody else. Everybody else thinks for themselves. You're straight, and you don't think all. I think.
No, and I think that's why we turned into comedians. Which makes me want to ask you, how did you start your comedy career?
I started my comedy career, I think, just because I was a 1.7 student. Like, if you're going to school, you got to make people. So I started in Mr. Harris' class, was a math class. He was, now he's probably dead, but he was a dirty old teacher, and he used to let me talk dirty in class. And
That's
let me
great.
cuss. Yes.
Yes. I have a teacher like that too. His name was Mr. Otero. Every time I would skip, he said, "If you're gonna skip, come skip to my class, so I don't have to report you."
Oh, that's nice. See?
And funny thing, he was also a military veteran.
Yeah. So you entertained him for hours.
I entertained him for hours. He had nothing else to do but to make fun of me for every class that I skipped.
What did he make fun of? How? Give me
because I was always like, he was my Spanish teacher, so he would just look at me and say. It was like, did you drink and drive this weekend? I'm like, Coach, or like, because he was also like, Coach, I can't even buy beer. He was like, you don't have older friends to buy you beer? You're so cool.
You could have been teachers. You could have been smarter, and I could have been Mr. Harris didn't like girls telling him nasty jokes.
And then every Friday he had this saying that I subconsciously to every person that I meet on a Friday. He would say, don't drink and drive, don't drink. Don't get into a car with somebody that has been drinking unless you're the person that was drinking.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. It's like he said it every day for all 4 years of high school. And for some odd reason, I had him as this like Spanish 1, Spanish 2, Spanish conversational 1, Spanish conversational 2. So it was just...
But have you ever listened to what he said?
Dude, I learned a lot of life lessons from him. Actual Spanish ones.
So
I got worse.
Yeah, so you have never drunk and drive or drunk and...
Oh, I drink and drive all the fucking time. But he said never get into a car with somebody that has been drinking. But that part is true. I'm like, have you been drinking?
Uber drivers, they're actually starting to think drivers if you want to get in there with somebody who has been drinking.
Hilarious.
Yeah, they are. Because, sometimes you want that though. You're like, I just feel like being with some cool people tonight. And there's people who have been drinking. Or maybe I'm just starting. I'm an Uber driver that's been drinking. And I was like, I'm going to come pick you up, but we might get a next over.
That's funny.
It's like, are you in that big of a rush? I try.
Oh, man. So, again, thank you so much for allowing me to come and invade your house.
It happens to me all the time. I'm a streetwalker. I'm part-time.
You're part-time?
Nobody picks me up in this neighborhood, but I do walk the streets.
Oh, yeah? Well, I would like to know. I mean, I want some business your way from time to time.
Right, please do. Like a drunk Uber driver that has sex with you. I mean,
my wife might not like it so much, but who does?
You just do some business. Yeah, they could be friends. They could be like family.
She might. I mean, can I 10%?
Yeah,
of nothing.
Right, yeah. Podcasters get 10% of nothing.
10% of nothing. Of nothing. But I can throw some business your way. I have some desperate children that, that need to get taught somewhere.
I'm not doing kids.
Nah,
I have a kid
I don't
myself.
mean kids. I don't mean kids as in like actual children. I'm talking about children in their minds that...
Oh, yeah, some young folks, some youngers.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I do youngers all the time.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. I want to be a cougar. But I think it's just because, like, you're set in your mind as, like, 40-year-olds, or, like, you're like, oh, you're doing that wrong, or, like, when people are taking showers, people wash different, period. Like, if you ever watched a person shower, you're like, I wouldn't have washed that first. Like, I'm getting very critical about things.
That's, I've never thought about that, but now that I think about it, when me and my wife first took a shower together and I saw her process, I'm like, you don't wash your ass first?
Right? Oh, yeah. See, I don't wash my ass first. Like, some people wash the face first and work down. And like, yeah, it's a lot of things, and I get really like ugh, no.
Like it's weird. Like get like the dirtiest part of you, like kind of like a car. You tires, then the body, right? And then all of a sudden you go, all right, I guess I'm
about that. I'm going there. You have them take a shower first, and I'm gonna smell the floss stick. People do not floss the way I want to, because if they floss sticks stink, more likely their breath stink. I'm telling you. I mean, you're married now, but in single world, you might want to focus on these things.
I'm waiting. I swear, me being married is, I hope it's permanent, but I'm waiting for the day that she wakes up. She was like, "Well, you're a piece of shit."
Oh, well, let's not hope that happens.
I hope it doesn't happen, but
do you anticipate, like, every time she wakes up, you're like, "What you gonna say?"
No, and it's just, I have this weird thing. It's like I don't deserve my wife, so I'm waiting for the day for her to wake up and be like,
"Why don't you deserve your wife?"
She's too good to me. Like I was telling you before we started recording, like when I was 500 pounds, she had sex with me.
Right, but then some people really like that.
Yeah. I'm waiting for her to wake up. She's like
500 pounds. Like the sex was really good. Why couldn't the sex be really good? Why did she have to put the weight in there?
Because it wasn't.
It wasn't for you, or was it for her?
Like it just wasn't.
No, was it for her? Was she like, oh no?
Like she was like flicking off my angina, and I'm over here like, she's a rock star. I can't believe she's like allowing me to get off. I know for a fact she's not getting off. I mean, I can't eat some box.
I hope so. Like,
I mean, I'm chubby, so it's like part of the requirements, right? I can't eat some box, so I'm assuming that's why she used to just shove my face into her vagina until I couldn't breathe.
Shove.
Yeah, just.
Oh.
And I had longer hair too, so she like had a good grip.
Yeah.
She had a good grip. But it got weird. It got weird for a while, especially when I was really big. But when I lost weight, it got better.
Oh, of course.
And it's extremely great now, but
that's all that matters. Like, she was patient. Like, so it doesn't mean that you not deserve. Like, a lot of people don't feel like they deserve yes men. Or I currently have a yes man, and I love him. Like, he just says yes to anything. I'm like, I want to sleep with other people. He's like, okay. Well, no, not really, but. I mean, you feel like if you were to drop that on him, he would say yes. No, actually, he said no, and then I stopped asking him. So I was like, I'm good.
That's funny.
No, I don't.
That's funny. That's funny. I mean, I tell my wife all the time. I was like, hey, because she'll say for example, she's like, I like that girl. And can I bring her home? She's like, no. I'm like, shit. Okay.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I'm down with the threesome. I always kid around with them, but like threesomes would be confusing. Again, they would start at the shower, and I'd be like, she didn't wash her ass proper enough. No, we ain't doing that.
The shower thing again.
Well, showers, I'm really big.
No, me too. That's the
because it's like at that moment, like you're looking and everybody, and then when they go to the bed, like, you know, I don't know. A lot of people are into weird shit right now.
I mean,
like shitting on the chest is a big thing.
I did not know that, and I'm 29.
I did. I had a coworker said that her boss, she's married, and her boss said, go home and ask your husband that he was a really small man and she was kind of big. She's on the chubby side, and he said, I fantasize about you shitting on my chest. That's big. It's like you could go to the porn too. I don't use the word FART, but they're pooting. Like guys want to poot on, like during sex, they want you to poot on them.
No, not happening over here.
I know, but there's some people that's out there.
I mean,
there's nothing wrong. Stop saying ugh, because like if that's
there's nothing wrong with it, but there's a part of me that's like a little disgusted. Honestly,
I know, but then when you get introduced to it, because you got to think like dick sucking and vagina eating. All was
somebody
like,
had to start it, right?
Right? Everybody was like, ew. I remember when dick sucking was ew, because I was like 20 years ago in high school. A dude, I like my last one. I was like, hey, he was like, suck my dick, because he was even arguing with me. I wasn't in a relationship with him, and I started crying because I was like, oh my god, dick sucking. And that was a big thing. So, like, right now, it ain't nothing to it. I'd be like, where he at now? You know? Like, dick sucking ain't huge like it was in the 70s, 80s. I don't know. I think I would start sucking dick and liking it, though.
Oh, no. Latinos.
No, I would say black people.
Like, Latinos, they'd be like, you can't look me in the eye while we're having sex.
What? Yo,
this is a big...
And that shit hurts.
Because it keeps them from virginity.
But the shit hurts. Like, it ain't... Suck a dick, then put it in my ass any day.
I'm not saying it makes sense.
I'll suck a dick and a daddy dick before you put it in my ass. Like, I was like, I cannot do two. But I try anal big on the second one. So, like, somebody paid me big bucks to do it again.
Oh my god. I never thought I would be speechless, but I'm a little speechless.
No, God, no. That's what you're Catholic too?
I'm not. I'm all kinds of non-denominational.
You
Christian.
believe what other people believe, and you're happy that they believe it. That's mine.
I'm Christian. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm Christian, but I'm more and I'm like, do you, homie?
Yeah, that's me. I believe in Christ, God, and all those people that